This is Bria with the Bulb Care team, and just wanted to create you a little video to help you start thinking about how you can leverage Bulb's power and beauty. So remember, Bulb is a place to collect and curate, invent, refine, and present usable and meaningful knowledge. And we hope that these tips will help inspire and make you feel a little bit more comfortable using Bulb. So for starters, I want to make sure that you know how to get help. On your profile page in the upper right-hand corner is the question mark. This takes you to all of our help articles. There's so many great resources here to help you understand the power of all of Bulb's features. You can also chat with us, leave us a message, and submit a request to help with any issues. You can also schedule a one-on-one training where we can personally answer any questions that you have. So heading back to Bulb, the second tip I want to give you is just to review some of the navigation. So when you click your name in the upper right-hand corner, a drop-down appears, and this is where, on the left-hand side, you can find your groups. So a lot of you have class groups that are auto-created through your school district's SIS system, and some of you have created your own manual groups. This is a great way for you to be able to share information amongst the students in your class. You'll notice the first tab has all the students members of your class, and the second tab is where you can publish content to that class. So think about it like a digital bulletin board. It's a way for students to do digital projects in Bulb and be able to share them with each other. There's a lot of great features around our groups, so check out our help pages to dive in even more. So if I click on my name in the upper right-hand corner again, you'll notice on the right-hand side, one of our other things you might be interested in is our asset library. So when you go to our asset library, every picture and file and video that you put on your Bulb page is also stored in your asset library. And for those Bulb school users, you have unlimited storage. You can also organize and arrange your asset library into folders, into subfolders. And so this is a great place that if you have pictures or things that you know you want to use on a Bulb page in the future, you can come and put those in the asset library first and store them. Or if you're grabbing stuff that you've already used on another page, you can pull it right out of your asset library. So the way to navigate back to your profile page is to hit your name in the upper right-hand corner and then click on Profile. That's going to take me back to my profile page. Next, I want to remind you about a few of the icons and what they mean in Bulb. So looking at my profile page, you'll notice that a few of my tiles has different icons. This Bulb starter assignment has that double piece of paper, and that means that it's a collection. Remember, a collection is like a folder. Pages go inside collections, and you can have collections within collections, so you can have sub-collections as deep as you want. The double squares that are blank, that indicates it's a template. That means that I've created this collection as a template, and that allows others to be able to copy the template into their own portfolios. It's a great way to give assignments to your students and allow them to kind of complete the basic structure that you've given them within the template. Let's talk a little bit more about collections. I'm going to open up this student template collection. And you'll notice that I have multiple pages within this collection. Remember, collections are like folders. I'm going to start up in the banner and click on the More button. So the first thing you need to remember about collections is that you need to publish your collection. So you need to make it visible to, let's talk about all the different publishing rights in Bulb. First, you can publish it to the public, which means that it's searchable on the web, it's searchable within Bulb, and that anyone can see it. You can publish your stuff to an organization or to your school, so only members of that organization can be able to view your collection or pages. You can publish to your class groups. You can also publish to individual users. Just search the user by their username. The user will pop up, and you can publish it to an individual user. You can also create a private share link. The private share links are really powerful, especially for kids that are getting ready to share part of their portfolio with college admissions or scholarships, or if students that want to share Bulb with their parents or to a particular audience. So when you activate a private share link, it means that anyone with that special link will be able to view your collection or page. It won't be searchable out on the web. It won't be searchable on Bulb. You have to have that link and navigate directly to that link to be able to see the work. So it's important that next to the private share link, you copy on the clipboard the URL so that you can then paste it into one of your learning management systems if it's a student who is returning work to you, or putting it in an email, or sending it in another format in a presentation. If you publish your work publicly or to a greater audience, you can also use the share button up here, and you can share on social media, and we also have a button that will share directly into Google Classroom. So once you have your collection published, then all of the pages that live within your collection are going to take on the publishing rights of the collection. But it's super important that you make sure that your pages are still published. So you can work on pages in draft form, and when you publish them, they will take on those rights of the collection. So you'll notice that a bunch of these pages here, artist statement, elements, principles, and composition, all of these have been published pages, but the first page right here, bulb starter, assignment, student template, is unpublished. The picture is black and white, which is an indicator, and there's an unpublished orange up arrow. Once I open up this page, then if I go to the blue publish in the right hand corner, you'll notice that it automatically fills in the visible to the same things that my collection is visible to. I can make the check mark to mark this as a template and click publish. Now if I scroll to the very bottom of the page, I can click on View Collection and return back to my collection. Now you'll notice the picture is in color and is no longer has that up arrow. So organizing and reorganizing pages within your collections and on your profile is just as easy as organizing content on a page. It's drag and drop. So say I have a page within a collection and I want to move it to my profile or move it to another collection. I can grab this bulb starter assignment and drag it right over my breadcrumbs. See that blue box behind it? It's an easy way to be able to navigate your pages in and out of collections. I can take this page and move it into a new collection just by dragging and dropping. Talk a little bit about how to easily arrange and rearrange assets on your bulb page. So once you have pictures and images on your page, you might decide that you want to kind of reorganize things a little bit. So if I come down here and I click on the picture and get that blue box around it, I can then click and drag this picture to any part in my page. So you'll notice there's actually a gray bar that's going to show where the picture is going to be inserted. And then if I click the image, I can wrap my text around the picture by just picking right or left justify. Now the big tip is the text needs to be below the image, and it's going to wrap up along the sides. If there's no text below the image, the text does not wrap. I'm going to give you another tip about some great resources to bring really beautiful images into Bulb. It's always great to use your very own images, ones that you take of your own work or ones that you take yourself. But if you do need some kind of stock image, remember you need to make sure that you have that right to be able to reuse that image. So there's sites that have beautiful free images like Pixabay and Unsplash, Pexels, and Flickr Creative Commons. So just make sure that you're using pictures that you have rights to use on your Bulb page. The easiest way to navigate back to your profile page from a Bulb page is just to click the Bulb logo in the middle of the page. Choose to publish now or publish later, and don't worry, we automatically save all of your changes. I hope a few of those tips helped you out. Remember, the help button in the upper right hand corner will get you to tons of more resources if you have any questions and want to dive deeper into any of the features that we talked about. I hope those tips resonated with you and helped you feel a little bit more comfortable with Bulb. If you want to dive deeper into any more of our resources, remember those help pages will really give you the answers that you need, and you can reach out to our care team anytime. Enjoy bulbing.